Hello everybody. I have just woken up. This is why I look like this, but I was about to start my skincare routine for the morning and I thought, why not just film it? So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna fix my hair first and then we will get started. So for my morning routine, it is quite light. It's not actually quite light. I use a lot of things, but I really am probably as obsessed with skincare, arguably maybe even more than makeup, because I think that I got into makeup because I didn't like my skin. And I had a lot of problems with my skin when I was young, and it just kind of bred me into a person that really has a concentrated focus on taking care of my skin, because that's the only method of defense I could do when I was struggling with everything I was struggling with. And before you say, oh, she doesn't look like she has had lots of struggles on her face. I am 25 now, almost, and for 10 to 12 years, I struggled. I had extremely acne-prone skin, cystic acne, hormonal acne, everything you could imagine. From puberty, which I hit really early, I had bad skin, and the only thing that changed my skin was Accutane, and it was that bad that I had to go through such a rigorous medication, and I will do another video about that in another time. When I was going through that was a really different time in my life, and I was totally using different products, but for now, I'm in the range of there's three kind of ranges of people when they take Accutane. The first one is you'll never have to take anything preventative again. It'll clear it up completely. You'll never get a pimple again. And I'm in number 2, which is you'll have to do preventative topical stuff because you still could get breakouts, which is totally normal. But now I have more normal skin. Like, I'll get a breakout when I'm hormonal rather than every single day of my life. For 10 years, I woke up with massive amounts of pimples, and it was humiliating, and I struggled with that forever. So, yeah. So that's my story, but I'm just trying to say that even if it looks like I have good skin now, I didn't. And I work really hard to keep it maintained because I know my skin, and that's the most important part about just in general. You need to know your skin. You need to pay attention to your skin. You need to know what areas are inflamed and why. And even though that's kind of hard to do, it is possible. So I'm just ranting now, but I'm going to put my little headband on because I love my little headband, and this is what I use when I'm doing my skincare, especially masks. This is like the best thing for masks, and I just think it's pretty cute. Anyway, I got this from Korea. I just really like it. It makes me feel like I'm in my skincare zone. And I don't know. There are certain areas where you'll break out because of something you ate, or because of your hormones, or because of stress. And in general, there are 3 areas of the face. I am not a trained dermatologist, so seriously, like, take me for what I am. But I would consider myself an amateur expert in skin, and maybe not oily skin because I've always had dry skin. There's 3 points of your face that, and for me, I notice, and you can Google this. I'll put a link down below. Right in this area, and this is where I have the most scarring, is where you break out from hormones and just kind of your natural pH balance, and that's just something you can't necessarily control, and that's where I had the most acne. For me, it was hereditary. My dad had it. On your forehead is a lot of where you get stress pimples or stress breakouts, inflammations, I guess I'll call them. I don't like the word pimple. But yeah, so forehead would be stress. This is hormones, like this area here, and then down here, kind of your chin strap, I would call it, would be from food. So I personally, every time I eat chocolate, will get a pimple around here, so I don't eat chocolate, and that's how I deal with that. Anyway, just a mini little lesson, just in case you were wondering, just in case you're like, God damn it, why is it always here? It might be what you're eating, it might not be, it might be stress, it might be your water intake. It's just really important to think about it. And that's all I'm trying to say. Anyway, the first thing I do when I wake up is wash my face, splash my face with a bit of water just to take all of the oils and everything off that I've put on the night beforehand. And then I actually spray my face with Kiehl grape water. It just makes me feel a bit hydrated after I've washed my face and dried it. And yeah, I like to start my day, and it wakes you up, actually. It just, that's why I use it. It just wakes me up. But it dries quick, and it makes you feel good. So that's that. That's absolutely unnecessary. You do not have to do that. I'm just going through what I do. Some of it is more necessary than others, I will admit, absolutely. But I'm just obsessed. I think the only thing I could ever say I have OCD in, and my boyfriend would say this too, is skincare. Very much so skincare. Some people don't care. Some people don't need to care. And if you don't need to care and you're watching this, don't care. Honestly, if you drink lots of water, if you eat well, if you take care of yourself, and you don't feel the need to buy a bunch of skincare and use it, then do not do that, honestly. But I do not share those things. I do think I need to constantly be taking care of my skin because that's my skin. I'm just going to go through the order in which I would go. I'm like talking way too much. I'm really sorry. I'm going to plow through these products. So, I wouldn't use this in the morning. I'd use this at night, but the micellar water that I use is by Supple. It is amazing. It takes off all of my waterproof mascara, everything that's really, really heavy. It takes everything off, and it is no perfumes, artificial dyes. It's completely natural micellar water, and it's for sensitive skin, and it's amazing, and it's very cheap. So then I go in with a toner. Toners are very important to open up your skin and kind of get rid of any excess makeup that's on your skin. Just open your pores, let them breathe. I use the Burts Bees Rosewater toner. I really believe in rose water. I believe in rose hip oil. I believe in anything that has rose properties, but not rose perfumes. Anyway, I put that on a cotton pad, and I guess I start from the middle of my face to my nose. Okay, so that's great. I recommend that to everybody, especially if you have like redness. Rose water is quite soothing. It's really nice. And then I go in with my Pixi Glow Tonic right after that, every day, twice a day. This has 5% glycolic acid, and it's an exfoliating toner, so it kind of just cleans up everything that's left residue-wise in your skin. And glycolic acid is really good on a low dose for your skin. It just removes like dead skin cells and makes your skin look glowy and really healthy. And not just look, actually feel. Then I'm going in with one of my most loved products. This is by Paula's Choice, which is quite a random brand for me. My sister turned me and my mom on to this, and I love this product. It is called Resist Daily Pore Refining Treatment with 2% BHA. And it's for normal, oily, or combination skin. I have dry skin, but I love this, so it doesn't matter. And it's basically a mild exfoliant. Now, you're not supposed to, Mom, I know you're going to be watching this and be like, you're not supposed to use that every day, but I use it every day, twice a day. I run through this, but it really does make a difference in my skin. And because it's such a low dose of an exfoliant, my skin can take it because it's been through worse, trust me. So I basically put that on a cotton pad. And again, I run through this stuff, but this is the one thing that makes me feel like my pores are based, like these two products make me feel like my pores have opened, but this product makes me feel, actually I know that it basically obliterates anything that's in my pores once they're open. It really cleans them out. I believe in this stuff. I've used this stuff for over maybe 4 years now. That's really, really cleaning my skin. It's really getting rid of like blackheads. It's just an exfoliant, right? So this is the cleaning part of skincare. And then what I use is my Glossier Super Glow Vitamin C and Magnesium Serum. Anyway, I'm almost out of this, but this is a really good brightening serum, and it's really light. It does not feel like you have much going on in your skin. And I love the Glossier Super Glow, Super Pure, and Super... what's the other one? Super Bounce. Anyway, I bought those all together, and I absolutely love them. But I'm all out of my other ones. So I basically just pat this vitamin C solution on my skin. and I never pull down. You pull up. And then what I do is I go in with an eye cream. Now for the daytime, if I'm not wearing any makeup, I will go in with my Origins GinZing Refreshing Eye Cream. This is really great for brightening if you don't want to wear any makeup. I don't love it under makeup, and again, I wear a lot of under eye concealer, so if you are a light-handed person with your under eye concealer, you can totally get away with this. But if you're a bit of a heavy-handed person, I still haven't found my perfect under eye cream that works underneath my concealer. But for now, I've been using the Tarte Maracuja C Brightener Eye Treatment. This is just a sample, but I really do think that it makes my makeup go on quite smooth. So I rub it in the corners, but then I pat it out on the sides. You always want to pat on the areas where you have the softest skin, and where in your eyes, around your eye area, is the softest skin. So please be gentle with your face. And then for moisturizer, what I do in the mornings is put on the CEO Sunday Riley Protect and Repair Moisturizer. This moisturizer protects you from pollution, and I live in Montreal, which is quite a busy city and definitely has a lot of pollution. So what I do is, I'm almost out of this stuff. I really do like this stuff. I take a bit of that, and then I take my Clarins booster drops, which I'm in love with. I put 2 of these drops on my little blob of moisturizer, and then I apply that to my face. And the Clarins moisturizer, or the Clarins glow drops, give you a tan. They give you a little bit of a tan, but it's not that obvious, and it's amazing. So that would be my morning routine. And I would put my primer on and my makeup on. But we'll go into my nighttime routine, which is pretty much where I do the most rigorous stuff. But we'll start from this, because I do everything, as I said in the beginning, up until this. After this, I'll take the tea tree oil, like I said, and I will put it on my chin and a bit on my nose. And then any area where I have a breakout or inflammation, because it really diffuses the inflammation. It doesn't bring it up. So there's a difference for me. I've noticed that anything with salicylic acid in it, which is basically the #1 ingredient that spot treatments have, they bring it up to a whitehead, and then you pop it, and then it's, then you bring it down. But tea tree oil brings it down without bringing all of the gross whitehead to the surface. I've noticed, and I've used enough spot treatments to know those spot treatments will always give me a whitehead. Tea tree oil always just brings it down, and the more I use it, it just goes away eventually. And it's a lifesaver. This is 100% pure tea tree oil, and it's probably $6, and it's one of the best things I've ever found to diminish a pimple. Then for my nighttime eye cream, the best thing I have ever found for nighttime is the Midnight Recovery Eye Cream by Kiehl's. This is the only thing that makes me not have dark circles anymore, it diminishes dark circles. I still have them, but I don't have them as much as I used to. It truly is the only thing that's ever worked. And it also depuffs eyes. I got my boyfriend onto this because he has really puffy eyes in the morning, and it really, really helps him. So thanks, Mom, for letting me steal this years ago. I've always repurchased this. I've probably used this for 5 years now, and it's amazing. I can't live without it. And then I'll apply LiLash, which is also amazing. This is a eyelash growth serum that if you struggle with not feeling confident about your eyelashes, which is something that I've definitely always kind of been weird about, and I don't like wearing eyelash extensions. I don't like wearing false eyelashes. If you haven't noticed in my tutorials, I don't wear false eyelashes, because this has grown my eyelashes so much that I do not need to use fake eyelashes, nor do I want to. This stuff is amazing. It lasts for about 4 months, and it is $100, so it's expensive, but it is an investment, and it's a lot cheaper than eyelash extensions. Just saying. Okay, so then after that, I will go in with my Sunday Riley Good Genes lactic acid treatment, which is the best thing that has ever come into my skincare routine, hands down. Hands down. If I could recommend one expensive thing for pretty much any kind of skin, it's this. It's very expensive. It's $135 for 30 milliliters. It's $200 for, I think, 50 milliliters or something. It's so expensive. It's $5 a pump. Like, that's the joke of me and my boyfriend. It's $5 a pump. But nothing has changed the pigmentation and the discoloration of my scars more than this. And honestly, like, I used to have very purpley discolored areas around my acne scars, and nothing has worked better than this. So thank you. I know it's expensive, but honestly, it's amazing. So that once that's dried, I will go in with my Sunday Riley UFO Clarifying Face Oil. This has 1.5% salicylic acid, so it's meant to prevent breakouts, which again, as I said in the beginning, is my skin tone. I need to use preventative things for breakouts, and this really works. It kind of balances your skin. If you use it every night, I just really don't get breakouts very often when I'm using this. I'm almost out. It's also very expensive. This is $100, but very, very well worth it, and does last quite a while. Just because that's an oil, it's actually a dry oil, so you do want to use something over it just to kind of seal everything. And this is where my routine kind of changes. I'll either use like a moisturizer or a sleeping mask. My favorite sleeping mask is by The Body Shop, and it's called Drops of Youth. It's like a jelly consistency. It actually looks like Jello, and a little bit like, I don't know if you can see, it's like kind of a very funny consistency, but it has such hydrating properties in it. And it's really important to hydrate your skin before you go to bed. It's really important to hydrate your skin at all times, because I have dry skin and that's what I struggle with. And a few of my favorite oils are the Josie Maran 100% pure argan oil. You need like 1 to 2 drops of this just all over your skin, and it will bring so much moisture back into your skin. I recommend that. Sweet almond oil, which is extremely inexpensive. You can get this at the pharmacy. Really, really good. It's also really easy. Anything that has pretty much just a condensed nut or seed or flower is really good, and it doesn't have perfumes. It doesn't have crazy ingredients. So sweet almond oil is really nice. This is just like an essential oil pretty much, and it's really cheap. But another one that I'm obsessed with, the smell of this is amazing. I think I like the smell of it more than I actually like the product, but oh, it smells so good. The Lactic almond smoothing and beautifying supple skin oil. This is quite expensive, but it's really, really, really good. It's also really good for when you have like razor burn or something that's just really dry, like you shave your legs and your legs are like so dry and gross and they're stinging. This is what I put on there, and it's amazing. And then I'll go to sleep. Then I'm done. I'll just go to sleep and wake up and feel really, really good. However, there are days where I'm not doing anything during my day, and I'll just put masks on all day. So my favorite masks, I'll always start with the Origins Clear Improvement Active Charcoal Mask to clear pores. This is a great one when you have a breakout, and it just makes everything kind of bring it all up. And then I will use the Glam Glow Super Mud Clearing Treatment as a spot treatment when I have like a massive pimple. I'll just leave that on for like hours, if I can, hours, and then obviously wash it off. Then the other masks that I really, really like to use after I've used something that has charcoal in it is my peel off mask. So I'll use a wash off mask and then a peel off mask, because I don't know, I just am weird and I feel like more masks the merrier. But my favorite two are actually this one's my favorite, but it's quite intense, like it'll peel off a little bit of your hairs, so be careful. But the Boscia Luminizing Black Mask is amazing. It really kind of just is a heavy duty, like everything's coming off, like everything, but it is really good. It works. And then when I want like just more of a glow, and it's just kind of like I don't feel like I have any problems on my skin, but I just want a mask, I'll use the Too Cool for School Pumpkin Purifying 24 karat mask. This is really fun. It's also pure gold pretty much, like the color, not the actual ingredient. But it really gives a nice glow and luminosity to your face. It's really nice. I did get this in Korea, but I'm pretty sure you can get this in Sephora. And then I'll use a sheet mask, and my favorite sheet mask hands down is the Too Cool for School Egg Cream Mask. That is pore tightening. There's a hydrating one and there's pore tightening ones. This one is amazing. And also the yellow one, which is the hydrating one. Okay guys, so that's my skincare routine. I hope that you liked it. I really hope it was helpful and informative. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask. I have lots of knowledge up here. I've tried a lot of things. I've tried so many different acne preventative products, and I have thoughts about lots of things. So anyway, anything you want to ask me, please don't hesitate. And yeah, I hope this helped. And again, this was a bit excessive, but this is my life. This is what I do. This is what I spend my money on, and I really believe in taking care of your skin. Thank you so much for sitting with me through this. I know it was a long one, but these are one of my favorite videos to watch on YouTube in general. I love hearing what people use on their skin and why, and it's just informative, you know, and that's important. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you in my next video, and don't forget to subscribe, give it a thumbs up. Any questions, just leave down below, any questions at all. And yeah, thank you. I'll see you soon.